Hi everybody, it's Dina and I'm back with another video. I hope you guys are doing great today. Today's Sunday. I think it's the 26th. I don't know. I think so. Today's March 26th, 2023. And in here to show you my finished Bag O' Day pattern of the week. If you guys did not see my previous Bag O' Day pattern of the week video, I'm going to show you. This sweater, I was not very happy about pulling it. You know, that Alexa picked it because I don't like joining granny squares and it never works out for me. But I have to be honest, I ended up loving it. And I'm really shocked. Okay, it was a lot of work, but it really wasn't, I did not enjoy it at all, if you know what I mean. I did change things, of course. I always have to change things. And I'm gonna grab my ball bands and tell you the yarn I used. Now, Crystal at Bag O' Day, she used the same yarn. I just happen to have the same yarn. She used, it says here, 4 cakes of Lion Brand, Mandala Roving, and she used the color Almanac. Now, let's see. Okay, so you're supposed to have 40 squares, she says. So I had 4 cakes of Mandala Roving, and my colorway is Hayloft. And this is what I have left. Okay. So I don't know what happened. So what I did 40 squares, and they were approximately the same size as hers, which were about 5.5 inches, I think. And if you see here, she joined it with the darkest color here, and then she did the sleeves like it looks like up here's the granny, and then she did the sleeves in block, like the colors, like the blue, lighter blue, beige, and then trimmed just a little bit of the dark here because she used the dark to join, so she probably didn't have enough. So that looks great. I don't know what happened. I used the same hook. I came up with pretty much the same size squares. But when I was done, I had such small amounts of the yarn left that there was no way I think I could have gotten the larger blocks. And also, this was the weird part. I had made all the squares, the 40 squares, but it seems like every time I make Crystal's stuff, it just comes out bigger. So she's probably a very tight crocheter, or I'm a very loose crocheter. But from what I hear, a lot of people have the same problem. So I'm assuming she's a tight crocheter. So I only used 4 colors, and I did not do it. So she did it going across like that. I did the colors more like a stripe. It's just more flattering for a fluffy girl. So, but I did not need, it would have been huge if I used all 5 of the colors. So I just used 4 of the colors, and I did not want to frog all these granny squares, but that's, you know, because that's how I didn't have, you know, I'm really not good at explaining this. If I used all 40 squares, this sweater would have been huge on me. okay? But I would have used these, and I still wouldn't have had a lot of yarn left to do the block squares and to join. I also did not want to join with a color that was noticeable. So I actually ended up, because I didn't have that much yarn, it's a little bit more time consuming, but I ended up just using the leftover yarn and joining using pretty much the color. Like this, you'd have to pick which color, but like here I use this color to join. I joined with a slip stitch on the other side, and I think it came out really nice, and you can't really see too many of the colors. Now here I used another color because I was running out of yarn and I wanted to have a little bit of the sleeves. So I improvised. And how did I improvise? Well, like I said, I only used my goodness, my math. What did I do? How many do I have going down? 1, 2, hang on, can't see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each color I used 8, and I have 4 colors. So what's that, 32 squares that I used. So I used 32 squares opposed to the 40. And then all I did was attach the yarn and just matched going from here over that color, dun, 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 dun. And then the same over here. And then I just took the 8 grannies that I had made that were supposed to go in the sweater, and I made them the bottom of my sleeves. So I attached it. And then I did like 3 rows of decreases because I wanted it to be, I didn't want it to flare at all. And I wanted it to be a little bit more hug on here, and then I could roll them up and stuff. So I just did 3 rows of single crochet decreases on both sides. And then I just did a very just split thin single crochet border there. And I was gonna do it on the connect, you got that little thing, but I think it looks okay. Let me show you the back. But I really like the way it came out. I mean, I think it looks like a very expensive sweater. Don't mind my pants, they don't match. I'm not sure if I like this, but I mean, it is what it is. If I did it again, I probably would have done a solid color if I had enough. Maybe make this a 3/4 sleeve and do 1 band and then do it up, or maybe just attach this, I don't know, and do a 3/4. But I don't hate it. This is the only thing I'm not in love with. But other than that, I really like it. I like this style square, and I do like it better without having that patchwork look. If I was gonna do like a patchwork look that you actually see the seaming, I would prefer smaller squares and like more of like pastel colors or something like that, and like a different type of square. I don't know, it was just the way I felt. But I'm very happy that I did it. I really am. Oh, and then also I left big slits because it's more fitting. And that's the good thing about making your own clothes. You could customize it. So I really enjoyed this more than I thought I would. I just pretty much, you know, just sat down and made all the squares first. I did block my squares because I find joining them is easier when they're blocked. So then I just blocked all my squares, weaved in all the ends, and then joined with a slip stitch. The joining actually was not that bad at all. It went pretty quickly. I'm trying to think, I think I joined them in one night. So yeah, so I'm really glad that I did this. I'm so glad I'm doing this series because again, by having Alexa pick, it truly does take me out of my comfort zone. This is, I never in a million years would have picked this sweater. And I'm really glad I did because I'm actually thinking of coming up with something similar, you know, but my own design, because I really liked it. And there's things I don't like that I could change. So yeah, so I'm really glad. This is very fall looking. I think this would make a really pretty fall sweater. And it got moved to my completed patterns in 2023 binder. So I feel very accomplished that that was done. All right. Now, of course, I didn't bring it with me. I will be right back. Okay, I just wanted to get my iPad because once we pick the pattern, I like to look it up. All right, we are going to pick the next pattern. I think we're on 10. I think this is going to be pattern number 10. I'm pretty sure. Yes, because this was 9. So, I'm going to say her name. Alexa, pick a number from 1 to 187.
Here's a number between 1 and 187. It's 179.
All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, my cat, I'm sorry. Okay, here's a hat with a brim. I'm not a big fan of these. This is something else I never, ever, ever would pick. But I'm gonna look it up. And I'm glad, because this is, again, takes me out of my comfort zone. Oh, that's right. I have the Etsy app now. Let's see if that makes this quicker. In case you're new here, if you are, welcome. This is the series that I pick a Bag O' Day pattern every week to make it so I could show you different variations, or I make it the exact same. And, you know, sometimes it just helps to see it made by different people to see if it's something you want to try. So I'm kind of like just sampling them. And I just basically I went to her Etsy shop and I took a screenshot of every single pattern she has. And then I numbered them. And that's how we pick it each week randomly. And I did this because last year when I did it, I would just pick the pattern. And sometimes I would pick it like on YouTube and she wouldn't have a written pattern. So I like supporting her business. So I purchased the written pattern and then watched the video. And that's how I help support Crystal's business. Okay, so this is called, let's see. I'm gonna look it up and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, I just purchased the pattern. It's called the Crochet Woman's Ribbed Newsboy Hat Pattern. And she used 200 yards of Red Heart Boutique Infinity, and it's a number 5 bulky yarn. I could do it in this. This is the big twist, but I don't have enough. She used 200 yards. This is 131 yards. Darn, 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 darn. I'll do this. I know it's a 4-weight, but we're gonna give it a shot. And then you'll know, can you do it in a 4-weight if you're a loose crocheter? So we'll see. But I like this. I think this is really pretty. And if you look, the boutique, it has a bit color changes too. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this quick project after doing this. So that balanced out very nicely. All right, so let's put this back. That's it for this video. Again, if you guys make any of these that I'm making with me, please post a picture on my Facebook group. I love seeing what you guys do. My Facebook group will be linked down below. I will also link down below this pattern and the new one, the Newsboy hat pattern. So they'll both be linked down below. And I will also link down below my playlist from the 2022 Bag O' Day Pattern of the Week and the current playlist for 2023, in case you guys are new here and you haven't seen the series. It's a lot of great information and I think you would enjoy it. I do ask, if you like my channel, if you find yourself coming back to it, then subscribe. It's free and it's not like it gives you like spam mail or anything like that. It just helps my channel grow. And then also a thumbs up. I'm trying to think, anything else? I think that's it. Well, I hope you guys are all doing great and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.